special Christmas group break giveaway. I know this is kind of a last minute thing that we're putting together as far as going live for this. Appreciate you guys coming in. There's Rip 'em all. Hey, glad to see you, Rip. He had a live stream earlier today as well. I was glad I could pop in there for a little bit. I was kind of crazy busy with getting stuff ready for this here. I see NBA Cards 2.0. Right on. Welcome to the festivities. We'll let this roll for a bit. See if we get a few more people in here before we, get to doing the giveaway randomization. Elibi10. Hello. Well, Elibi, this is one that we've been doing for 2.5 months now. Each of the videos we did in October, November, and the first half of December all had their own drawings, and we picked winners for each and every one. Each winner from those videos are compiled in our pool of entries that we have for this giveaway. So I don't know. Let me grab the papers real quick. I forgot to grab those. Sorry about that, guys. I had to grab these papers real quick because I actually have already entered them into their column on the random.org. But just to kind of go over for you guys the original list that we had. Each month when we would do the giveaways, I would write them down on their own sheet. And we got Grizzo in here. All right. K-Man. Sticks G. Wilbur. Welcome, guys. So each month when we did the giveaways, I'd write them all down on a sheet of paper. This was October. You could see when we got it going in October, jumping out in front, I think it was Callie and Jordan squad got on there a couple times. Porter Johnson was on there a couple times. Donna D was on there a couple times. So that was the first month. We did the 250 subscriber milestone giveaway. Wilbur got in there for that as well. So he jumped out in there too. And then we went on to November. We did 26 more people got into the pool. And in this month, a lot of the same people won again. Donna was in there again. Jack was slow and steady. He had one in the first month, one in the second month. Then he got 2 more when we did them on Saturday for the December giveaways. That's how he got up to 4. But Callie was in there again. Grizzo made it on there. Wilbur with another win. So Wilbur had, I believe Wilbur had 3 going into December. And you can see all of the different listings we had for each of the categories of videos we do. And somebody won a prize for each of those categories as well. And of course we got to December. This is the one we did on Saturday. Grizzo, Luke Emberlin, Retail Rips actually won the pack. Game Day Legends, Callie and Jordan Squad, Grizzo's cards. I circled the ones who won in the randomization. Stick Figure made it with another entry into the pool. Jack Mock with another one. Julie Farnham. Jack Mock got in there again. Shaw Racing, High Risk, 1967. And then we also did, we pulled entries for the announcement video and the results videos as well. So Brendan Stahl, K-Man, MTZ, and Sticks G all got entries as well from those last 3 videos. That's how we compiled the total of 67 entries that we have. Hey, Zach. All right. Center Hill Cards. Mountain Family Cards. Great to see so many of you in here. It's awesome. And so, set these aside. I've already gone on to random.org and listed all 67 of the entries. Before we get to that, though, let's go ahead and kind of talk a little bit about the giveaway, or not the giveaway, but the break itself. We're going to do it Sunday, December 26th, day after Christmas. That'll be next weekend. And I was thinking it'd be best to probably put it in there we'll go live at 4 o'clock. And we'll do the break at like 4:15, so that You know, give us 15 minutes to kind of to randomize the teams and the winners to their teams. Each winner, each spot will get 2 teams. What I thought I would do is let's break down the league into 2 columns so that one column will be the 15 best teams, the teams you would want the most. You know, the teams with the best rookies in 2021. These are all 2021 products. So this year's rookies, you know, all the best rookies, I imagine those would be teams that are in the good, you know, the better column. So try and put the 15 best teams in one column, and then the lesser 15 teams in terms of desirable rookies or whatever, you know, teams that didn't really have a hot rookie probably would go into that column. And that way everybody will get at least one team out of the, you know, preferred team column and one team from the, you know, lesser 15 team column. And so that'd be a good way we could do it, where we can maximize everybody's chances of at least getting one good team out of their 2 teams. So I'll kind of have you guys help me out with that. Let's make that be the group participation part of this group break. You guys could maybe jot down your top 10 teams that you would want to see in that preferred column. And between everybody's top 10, everybody won't have the same top 10. We will pick the top 15 votes. You know, the top 15 teams that get votes will make up that column of better teams, I guess you'd say. You know, the more preferred teams. Does that sound like something that'd be good to have you guys help out with? Because that would be something we could all kind of, you know, chip in on in terms of deciding what the best 15 teams are. I know Grizzle wants to see the Reds. Let's see, did they have a real hot rookie this year? They had the pitcher, right? You pulled some of his rookie cards. Any team not the Jays is lower team. Since we're going to be using the computer, I'm having to read the chats off of a little phone here off to the side, so a little bit tougher, I guess. But on Pacific Standard Time, yeah, West Coast. So 4:15 here, it might be 5:15, 6:15, or 7:15, depending on where you are. If you're East Coast, it'd be 7:15 in the evening. But I planned that time so it'd be an hour before the night game kickoff. We can kind of place it in there after the day games are over with, and do our break in that hour between the, you know, the late day games and that night game kickoff. I thought that might be kind of an optimum time to try and fit it in there with everybody's schedules. I know if I'm going to be watching football that day, but hopefully that'll be kind of a good time for everybody. We'll have you do that in the maybe, like, not necessarily right now, but I'll be releasing this as just a video after we're done here, and come back in later after you've had a chance to compile your list of 10, you know, 10 or 12 teams. We could make it 10 or we could make it 12, whatever you guys think would be best. But your top 10 or 12 teams, and then we'll I'll go through those later out of the comments in the video, and I can see what your guys' input is on. Otherwise, I'll just take all the top teams with the rookies. I mean, I could do it myself, I guess, but I wouldn't mind you guys helping out with that. So that'll be something we can do on the teams. Everybody will get 2 teams. If you haven't had a chance to catch the video that we did yesterday, it was a milestone giveaway video where we ripped a mega box of Absolute. Didn't get any of the hottest top rookies, but it was a lot of fun. Betsy pulled a really nice patch of Chase Young out of that one. And these are the fat packs that we're going to have for the giveaway prizes. As we've done in the past, we'll have one guaranteed winner, a second winner at 30 likes, and then if that video gets up to 60 likes, we'll have a third winner as well. We've gotten pretty close the last couple of times, so I'm thinking with the extra subscribers that have come in now, we'll have a really good shot at hitting that. I think we had 52 last time, so that was pretty close for, you know, getting to that third winner. But, was there anything else I was going to say? Oh yeah, for the rest of the month, we do also have our, you know, thumbs up promo going, so that at the end of the month, when we do the drawings for all the videos that got over 30 likes, first prize will we randomize the winners. There'll be, I guess we're going to probably have another 12 or more videos in the last half of the month. So we'll put all of the winners in the column like we've done before and randomize it to pick 2 winners. First prize will get a pack of Topps Update Series 2021 baseball. And second prize, we'll get to pick a rookie card. We got a score 2021 retro rookie of Matt Jones, or you could pick the Cade Cunningham Chronicles rookie, or Alec Boehm from Update Series. That'll be the prizes for the second half of December thumbs up promo giveaway. I'm trying to catch up on the comments here. I've been slacking on that because Angels, Padres, Yankees, Braves would be top teams, but maybe not top rookies. Okay, yeah. And that plays in too, because when you got the best, other veteran all-stars, you get a parallel of, like a great player that maybe that team doesn't have rookies, but they have an awesome all-star. So that would, qualify to be in the good column as well. Yeah. I guess it would take some thought to really kind of narrow it down to the top 10 or 15 teams. But I figured if everybody told me their top 10, or 12, say 12 teams, that would be able to compile, we get like a consensus of the top 15 teams from everybody's lists. So maybe something to do. Come into the comments later and jot down your list real quick in the comments. And I'll go from that. That'll help me to determine, what you all think the best team should be that we put in that column so that everybody has a chance to get one of the better teams. So anyway, with that being said, that'll be some fun stuff. Getting the teams all randomized. We'll use the random.org columns to do that as well, to pick everybody's teams. Set these off to the side here for now, because I'll get this ready for, we'll just put the tablet right here on the brake pad. Let's go over the boxes we're going to rip. We'll start with the Donruss that day. It'll be on Sunday next week. And this hanger box will be kind of the appetizer, first course. 6 hollow orange. I think when we did a product review on these, I'd actually pulled I think we got an autograph out of one, and then on a different time we got, there was an autograph in one of them. It was, I think it was one of the A's. Yeah. So there's actually chances for autographs in those. Then we got a Top Series 2 blaster we'll rip. I was trying to read the comments too, but dang, that's small writing on this little phone. And the main course will be the Bowman Mega Box. It has the 10-card regular packs. You get 4 of those, plus 2 exclusive 5-card chrome packs with the Mojo parallels in there. That's going to be fun. Let's get these kind of off to the side. And then we'll pull the computer up. It's about time we could go ahead and get into the randomization. So how about we randomize this list? We'll go over the list first, but we'll randomize it. How about we do it like 10 times? I was going to roll the dice for it to see how many times we randomize, but I really don't even want to go from this screen to the other, because I noticed when I did a test run of finding the other screen from this screen, it erases your data. And I have saved it, I copied it in case that would happen, but I'm a little bit sketchy about going off of this page and losing the info, because it took me a while to list all 67 of these. Hey Don, hey Porter in the jungle. Let me catch up on these chats real quick, because you see I'm just using a little tiny phone to read these. You're not late, Doc. We spent the first 15 minutes just chatting, going over what the prizes are for our milestone giveaway we did yesterday. You probably already caught that video though, because I think I've seen your comment in there. So yeah, that's all we've kind of been doing, just letting everybody who was maybe late getting into the chat to get in. Tried sending an email, but it's not going through. It says your box is full or something. Ooh, is that me, Ripped, that you tried to contact? Uh-oh. Well, I'll have to check into that and make sure that I'm getting emails. Because that, yeah, that will affect everybody getting in touch with me. I'll get right on that. Thanks for that heads up if that happened. I'm always close to that limit of, you know, storage, it seems like. Oh yeah, Doc, and I was mentioning I'm going to have group participation in picking who the 15 best teams are. We'll put those in one column, and then the next, you know, the lower 15 teams in a separate column, so that everybody will get one team out of the preferred teams column, and then one team out of the other column. And you guys can kind of help in letting me know what the top 15 teams would be. If you want to come back in later after I release it just as a video, it'll have the regular comments. Go in there and just put your top 10 teams in a list, and the top 15 teams with the most votes will all be in that column of the preferred teams. It's kind of what I was thinking for group participation in picking the best team column. And we can chat over, you know, about that over the course of the week, and kind of, you can always, you know, chime in anytime during the week with some of your insights or suggestions on that. Being this is our first group break, I kind of want to just do it however you guys think would be the most fun, you know. And if putting the 15 best teams in one column so that everybody gets one of the, you know, better teams, that seems like a fair way to make sure everybody gets a good team. So, yeah. Looks like we got 23 people in here right now. That's awesome. We're going to be picking, there'll be 15 spots with 2 teams per spot. We'll go ahead and, when we do this randomization, we will, you know, make note of the top 15 different people, because you know, it'll be one spot with 2 teams for each of the winners. And so let's just go through the list and let everybody hear who all is in this. And we started from, I did them in order, going back to October 1st's video. Jack Mock Jr., then Buck Murray, Diamond Princess, Steeler Card 7, ATL Rips, Star Sports Cards, Hobby and More, Donna D, Callie and Jordan Squad, Luke Emberland, Donna D, Porter Johnson, Zach's Sports Cards and Collectibles, High Risk 1967, Eric Stallings, Luke Emberland, Rip 'em All, Chris Sambrano, Center Hill Cards, Jason VT Sports Guy, Callie and Jordan Squad, Star Sports Cards, Hobby and More, Porter Johnson, Brendan Jensen, Ripped Hits, Wilbur Kookmeyer, and The Creeper. That's through the first 26. That was in October. As we continue on, in November we had Jason VT Sports Guy, TJ Collects, Johnny Popsicle, High Risk 1967, Center Hill Cards, Wilbur Kookmeyer, Kaysen 2006, Donna D, K-Man MTZ, Shaw Racing Collects, Colin Ho, Callie and Jordan Squad, Jack Mock Jr., Callie and Jordan Squad again, K-Man MTZ, ATL Rips, Nolan's Pulls, Autographs 2000, Grizzo's Cards, Wilbur Kookmeyer, Kaysen 2006, Eric Stallings, Shaka's Closet, Sharp Corner, and then 51 and 52 were the 300 subscriber milestone giveaway. That was Stick Figure TC and Rip 'em All. Then we went into December, and we had Grizzo's Cards, Luke Emberland, Retail Rips, Game Day Legends, Callie and Jordan Squad, Grizzo's Cards, Stick Figure TC, Jack Mock Jr., Julie Farnham, Jack Mock Jr. again, Shaw Racing Collects, High Risk 1967, Brendan Stahl was the announcement video, K-Man MTZ in the results video for October, and Stix G for the results video of the November winners. That rounds out the entire 67 entries in the group break giveaway pool. And when I went over it, the totals of each different person's channel, Callie and Jordan Squad had the most. They have 5 total entries in the pool. Jack Mock Jr. has 4. There was like 6 different people who have 3. Donna D, Wilbur Kookmeyer, High-Risk 1967. Who were the other 3? Off the top of my head here. Grizzo's Cards, I think, might be one of the ones that has 3. Yeah, Grizzo's Cards, because he had 1 going into December, but he got 2 more. So he has 3. K-Man MTZ has 3. There was 1 more. Kaysen, I think, might be the other one. 2006. Might be the other one. Anyway, there's 6 people who have 3, and 10 people have 2. And then the last 20 entries are just to have 1. So, a lot of people do have extra entries, which should improve your odds. All right, so now we got all that out of the way. Good luck to everybody. All it takes is 1. That's right. That's right, K-Man. Kind of catching up here real quick. Oh, hey, Cash and Dad. I see you're in here. Right on. Good to see you guys. My friends up in Seattle. They're Northwest sports enthusiasts just like I am. Seahawks and the Pac-12. Or as it used to be way back, the Pac-10. All right, so we're going to randomize this 10 times. And on the 10th one, that will be the finalization of the randomization. And we'll see what those top 15 different channels are. And those will be the winners of the spots in the group break giveaway. We'll make note of who the next 2 after that are, so that if someone doesn't confirm, or you do have to be a public subscriber. I guess we should go through that real quick too. If you guys haven't already become public subscribers, all you have to do is go to your home page on your channel, and the little icon in the upper right that shows your logo, or your first letter of your name if you don't have a logo. The little icon, you pull that down, and then it'll have settings with the little gear next to it. You click on that, and then it'll bring down a box of options, and you go to the privacy settings. And that has a little toggle that you can change from private to public. And that's what you would want to do, so that I can see that everyone that wins spots in the break are public subscribers. That would be the only requirement in terms of, for being able to claim your prize and participate in the break. As far as the shipping, I was going to have you guys maybe just go on to the PayPal for Rose City Sports Cards and make the donation to friends and family for $4.50 just to cover the shipping. I'll cover all the packaging. I'll put them in soft sleeves and top loaders, and put them in a nice, put them in team bags to keep them all together in a bubble mailer, and get it all sent out nice and professional. But that would kind of help me out with the shipping costs on the 15 packages. So I have been holding prizes for some of the people who won in our December 6th giveaway video, and then again here just on Saturday, the 18th. So we'll see who, if any of those people get into the group break. I'll go ahead and consolidate everything, and we'll figure out. I guess I'll cover the shipping on those ones, because I was going to send you a package anyway on that. But let's go ahead and now that we've got all of the logistics out of the way, we can start the randomization, guys. I'm hoping they have a drop 2 game day. And good luck to everybody who has participated along the way. And even if you just have 1 entry, you could be in this. Let's see what happens. First randomization starting now. Here's number 1. Go again. Number 2. Number 3. Number 4. Number 5. Number 6. I like that it actually says right there, you have randomized this list 6 times. So here we go, number 7. This will be number 8. It's getting exciting. Number 9. And the last one coming up, number 10. Here we go. And there is the list. Can you guys see it pretty well from there? Should be able to. Number 1, Jack Mock Jr. Number 2, Grizzo's Cards. Number 3, Nolan's Pullin'. Number 4, Wilbur Kookmeyer. Number 5, Callie and Jordan Squad. Number 6, Wilbur Kookmeyer. So you can only get in with, once. So you're in, Wilbur. Number 7, which is actually number 6, K-Man MTZ. Number 7, Sticks G. Number 8, well, there's Grizzo getting up there again, so you're in, Grizzo, already. Ripped Hits is next. Callie and Jordan Squad. Okay, now, this is getting confusing because you're already in as well. Luke Emberland. Then Shaw Racing Collects. Colin Ho at number 14. Brandon Jensen at number 15. Steeler Card 7, number 16. All right, so wait a minute here. Let's go through here and count how many had 2. Grizzo, Nolan, Wilbur, Callie. Okay, so Wilbur got a second one there. Grizzo got a second one there. Ripped Hits, then Callie got another one there. Luke Emberland, Shaw Racing, Colin Ho, Brandon Jensen, Steeler Cards. So we need to go down to like 19 just to get the actual 15, right? 17 is Star Sports Cards, Hobby and More. Makes it in. Rip 'em All was already in it, weren't they? Okay, Rip 'em All's in it at number 18. So that might be, my eyes are, okay, so Jack Mock, Grizzo, Nolan, Wilbur, Callie, that's 5. Skip over Wilbur. K-Man, Sticks G, Ripped Hits, that's 8 of them. Luke Emberland would make 9. Shaw is 10, Collins 11, Brandon Jensen's 12, Steeler Card 7 is 13, Star Sport Cards is 14, Rip 'em All's 15, and Donna D at number 16. So Donna D will be our first runner-up, and Porter Johnson will be our second runner-up. That's the top 20, but 3 of those people can't win twice, so I hope that, I want to take a snapshot of this too. I will. I'll take a snapshot of this too. Let me just, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and write them down while we're still live and just doing this so that I don't accidentally not count them properly. Yeah, that would be the best thing to do. So a lot of the people who are in the chat right now are on that list that are going to be in this break. Did I not bring my pen in here? Let me grab that real quick, guys. Sorry. Step away for 1 sec. How's it all sounding? Cool. Okay. All right, so let me make a note of this here on this blank sheet here. So we got Jack Mock Jr. We've got Grizzo's cards. Congratulations, Grizzo. I know you're in here. Nolan's pulling. I see you're in here too. Congratulations, Nolan. Wilbur is in the group break. K-Man MTZ. Sticks G. It was fun being in his group break. He's done some really fun stuff. Glad to see you made it in here, Sticks. And then Ripped Hits was the next one. Then, Callie, we'll skip that. Luke Emberland was right after Callie got listed a second time. And I don't have him on here yet, so jotting these down on a separate list helps me to realize, make sure that the people that we only count them once. Luke Emberland. Okay, and Shaw Racing Collects is right after Luke. Way to go, Jeff. I know he's in here too. Congratulations. It's going to be a lot of fun. Colin Ho will be next. And then Brandon, the GOAT, Jensen. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 different people with spots. Just don't want to count somebody twice. So then Steeler card 7 is after Brandon. Go over here to the next side. Ran out of room. Steelers cards 7. Way to go, Steelers cards. I don't know if you're in the chat, but congratulations. You have a lot of cool comments and fun interactive. Okay, so after Steeler cards, we've got Star Sports Cards, Hobby, and More. Do I have them listed yet? Let's see. Make sure we don't. Okay, nope. Star Sports Cards, Hobby, and More. Okay, and then after Star Sports Cards, Hobby, and More, Rip 'em All makes it into the group break. All right. And we've actually been holding a fat pack for Rip 'em All. Congratulations. After Rip 'em All, we have Donna D, who also has a Hoops retro win in the giveaway that we did for the November winners. Donna D. Okay, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. That is the 15 top people on the list. And 16 and 17 is Porter Johnson and Brendan Stahl. Star Sports Cards Hobby More actually got listed again as number 17, but they're already in the group break. So Porter Johnson and Brendan Stahl would be the top 2 runner-ups. I'll make a note of that. So in case we have a couple people that don't get publicly subscribed or haven't had a chance to find out about this, I will tag people, to let them know. I'll notify all the winners. A lot of you actually are in here right now, and I'll make sure that I can get emails too. That was a little bit, caught me off guard on that one if someone sent me an email and it wouldn't go through. All right, so let me catch up a little bit on the chats here. You're very welcome, Luke. Rip 'em all, almost ripped them all, looking for the New Jersey Devils. Congrats to everyone from Jeff at Shaw Racing. Oh, cool. Shaw's saying to make it easier after it's done, I could send him the Canadians prizes and he could send them out from there. That would be cool. Okay, I appreciate that, Jeff. That's awesome. Wilbur, it's going to be his debut break. Nice. Awesome. I'm glad you're going to be with us for that. I'm glad that we can be part of that for you as well. I mean, that's awesome. Porter, what that means is with the top 15 get the spots, but you're the first runner-up. So if someone doesn't confirm or if they're not a public subscriber and they kind of get bounced out of it, then you will get into that spot. So yeah, just to let you know, you're right in line to be in it. There's only 15 spots, and they were above you in the list, but you were the first runner-up. You can only win one of the spots. Each spot has 2 teams, so everybody will get 2 teams, but you can't have 2 spots and 4 teams. So the people who got listed twice before you, 16, 17, 18 were duplicate listings, I guess you would say. People who got on there twice before you came up. You're the first runner-up though, Porter, just to let you know on that. So I may be getting in touch with you midweek and say, hey, do you want to be in this break? Shoot me over $4.50, in the PayPal, and you've got that last spot. Cool comments from everybody. Game day won the Tua, the clearly Donruss. You're very welcome, man. Target drop. Yeah, I'm really hoping for one too. Yeah, Doc, you didn't come up in the top 15 there. Sorry about that. It's okay that if you're not already publicly subscribed, you still can go on there and just change it over. I'll be checking that up, throughout the week just to make sure everybody is publicly subscribed. I have a chance to do. I know that not everybody even knows about that. I can tell you the way I found out about it is I won on Jabs' 95,000 subscriber giveaway that he was doing, a big old extravaganza giveaway, and he my name pops up, and there it is, and I won it was a Cal Ripken Jr. Topps Chrome Parallel, one of those pink ones, a really cool looking card, and I was stoked. I was yelling, Betsy, I won! And then he goes to look to see if I'm a public subscriber, and I wasn't, so I had to forfeit my win. And that's how I found out about the whole public subscriber thing. I didn't realize I wasn't public, and so after that I went into the settings and changed the privacy policy from changed my mine from private to public. And anyway, that's just kind of a little side story about how I figured out about the public subscriber thing. But so you're saying I have a chance? That's a good one. Yeah. Still just reading the comments to catch up here because I didn't have a chance there for a couple minutes. Oh, Jeff pointed out 23 people but only 14 likes. Hit the like button for me, guys. I appreciate it. And yes, Cash and Dad, I did get a stake on my eye earlier. Tried to keep swelling down from the beating I got from Betsy. Thunder Sports and Go Horns, hey. Sorry I didn't catch you right when you came in. Game Day, you were in here because the win you had for that clearly Donruss was an entry. So you had one entry in this. I don't know, you might have had earlier. I don't think you did have it in October or November, though. But yeah, you did have the one from December. Wilbur, everyone gets two teams whether they suck or not. Yeah, that's why I wanted you guys to help, too, to kind of make sure that we get the teams in the good column so that everybody can kind of have a good team. That seems like that'd be the best way to do that. I have done this before on other channels. Right on, Jeff. I appreciate that. Awesome stream. Thanks, K-Man. Yeah, and when we do the group break giveaway, Betsy will be with me so that she can be reading the chats. We won't have as much of a slacking on the chat. Because I did a stream on Friday. That was my first try. And so I'm just getting the hang of it, I guess you'd say. But we'll have her to monitor the chats, and that way we can be more, prompt about responding and even just knowing who all is in there. I wanted to be able to call out and say, hey, thanks for coming in when people pop in. Hey, Don't Talk to Robots. What's up, Doug? Glad to see you in here. Appreciate you popping in here, man. We've just started really watching each other because I wasn't subscribed to him until just last week, and I didn't even realize about all the cool videos he's been doing all this time. I think it was maybe in one of Jeff's videos that I even heard about you, so I popped on over, or or maybe that was even a different channel. I'm not sure, but I heard about you from somewhere. And so, yeah, that's a cool one. We're right on, Doug. Wish I would have known about you sooner, but glad to be aware of what you got going over there. All right, catch you later, Doug. Have a chipper night, Adam. Hey, Star Sports Cars Hobby and More. Way to go on the win. You're in it. Catching up on all these. All right, cool. I think I finally caught up. A lot of cool people in the chat right now. Thanks, everybody, for joining in for this little giveaway event, so to speak. I really had a lot of fun doing this along the way, and it's fun how it all culminates into, the final giveaway. It's been a lot of fun. It's where the cool kids play. Yeah. All right, so let's see what the score is. Check in the background just to give you guys an update. 10-0 Minnesota. Best team paired with worst. That actually makes sense. Yeah, and then go up from there. Second best, second worst, and then meet in the middle. Where that's always a good way of seeding stuff. Yeah, if we had a list of like 1 through 30 and just did it that way, that would work, huh? We'd have to list them all 1 through 30 to do that. Yeah, so that can be a little group participation thing. If you guys want to come back in a little later to this video, when I switch it over just to regular video, it'll have a regular comment section, and you'll be able to list your teams or make a suggestion of how we should do it with the 30 teams. If you think that actually is a better way, we'll just go by the records, I guess. Is that how we would do it? That doesn't really take into account the best players necessarily, though, as far as like the rookies. You'd want, Dylan Carlson's team to be in the good column, I guess, or something like that, for instance, or Key Brian Hayes, whatever is that how we would look at it, with the best rookies being for sure in the best column? Or to make sure they were in the top half. Yeah, do it by everybody giving you top 10. That really does kind of get a consensus, because then it'll be everybody's choices that make up that pool of 15 teams. I like the way that kind of sounds. Yeah, everybody's top 10. That'll, give us this consensus of what those top 10 teams are and what the next 5 would be according to the votes that they got. I do think that sounds good. And I think that'll be fair, too, to everybody, because you guys will have a say in what those best teams are. Hey, Zach. Glad to see you in here, man. I appreciate you stopping in. Happy holidays to everybody, says Sticks G. Happy holidays to you too, Sticks. Hope you guys are... It's probably cold up there where you're at, huh? Cheerful winter holiday season. Good night, Zach. We'll see you soon, man. Yeah, we can trade around once the teams are assigned. That's true, too. If there's a particular team that you like, you might still be able to get it even after we do the randomizations. Yeah. All right, K-Man. Thanks for coming in and joining us for this. It's awesome that you've been with the channel for quite a while now. Almost the very beginning. And really appreciate your support. Have a great night. I'm going to drink me a Dr. Pepper. Yeah, it's chilly for you there, huh, Sticks? Ripple likes the cold. Here in Oregon, we don't really have extremely cold winters. It might snow once or twice in the course of a winter, but it's only for a day or two, and it all just melts away quick. The worst storms we ever have here are ice, because we have a lot of rain, and if the temperature gets down low enough, then it just turns to ice. We have all this black ice, freezing rain type episodes where we get our share of those, and those are terrible. People can't drive very good in them, and there's lots of wrecks when we have the freezing rain. But we don't get much snow, and like I say, when we do, it lasts a day or two, and that's about it. Have a good night, Sticks. Thanks for coming in for this. It's going to be fun. All right, Wilbur, we'll catch you later. All right, well, other than that, I guess I'll just make a couple quick announcements about our programming for the week. We'll have our regular product review for Tuesday, and then followed by our Wednesday family pack battle, then Throwback Thursday retro rip, and card hunting in the wild on Friday. And I think we'll do another fantasy football challenge for next weekend. We usually put those out on Saturday morning, especially since we're going to have Saturday games now. So it'll be important to get that out before the kickoff of those. Then, of course, we're going to have the group break giveaway live stream Sunday evening. It'll be 4:15 Pacific time over here on the West Coast. That's an hour before the night game kickoff. So we'll actually come on right at 4, I guess. We'll try and come on at 4 and let it run for 15 minutes before we start the break, so that people can come on in and we won't have started already. We'll do the randomization just before we start the break, so that way people won't miss out on that if they're a few minutes late getting in. I'm really looking forward to it. This has been a lot of fun in just planning and preparation for it. And peace, everybody, says Sticks G. Yeah, that was fun, Rip 'em. Rip 'em all had his own live stream going earlier. And that was a lot of fun. I wish I could have been in there for more of it. I didn't jump in until it had already started, and then I kind of had to bail out because the phone needed to be charged, and I had to get into the. I realized it was going to take me a while just to list all those entries in their column, and I didn't want to have to do that on camera where I spent 25 minutes just doing the data input. I wouldn't have been able to look at the comments at all, and so I realized, oh shoot, let me do that ahead of time. So I scrambled to write in all the names real quick before we even got this going. And I'm glad that I did that, because that would have kind of been a nightmare to have to sit there and do the data entry for 25 minutes of this live stream. I think it worked out best to do that ahead of time. All right, so appreciate everybody who came in. Thanks for taking part in the group break giveaway live stream. All right. Yeah, 23. Well, let me put one on there too myself. 24 likes now. All right. That's awesome. I really appreciate that. And we'll go ahead and sign off for now. We'll be back tomorrow for the product review. And if you guys could, like I said, come back in and give us that list of top 10 teams you'd like to see in the column for everybody to get one of the good teams in the break. That'd be awesome. Because I'll be going over those later on in the week to compile the list that we would use for the best teams column. And best of luck in your card hunts, your pack rips. We'll see you soon. You guys take care. Have a great holiday season. I'm going to sign off for now. All right. Hey, Grizzo. So you got back into the chat before we sign off. Appreciate your support. You're a great friend of the channel. Maybe we can do some kind of a channel versus channel thing sometime here in the near future down the road. If we each have the same kind of hanger box or something, we could put something together like I did with Autographs 2000 a couple weeks ago. That was a lot of fun. And I would love to do it with you. You're one of the channels I like, respect, and admire quite a bit. So, yeah, other than that, Callie and Jordan. Oh, no, I missed. You're in it, Callie and Jordan squad. Well, that's you, Dave. Yeah, you won. You actually got it there. We only allow one person to get, one team, one spot per winner. So, otherwise, you would have had a couple in there if we were allowing multiple, 2-team winners. So, congratulations on that, Callie and Jordan squad. You are in the group break. I'll go over that one more time real quick, just for those who have popped in at the last. The group break participants will be Jack Mock Jr., Grizzo's Cards, Nolan's Pullin', Wilbur Kookmeyer, K-Man MTZ, Sticks G, Ripped Hits, Luke Emberland, Shaw Racing Collects, Colin Ho, Brandon Jensen, Steelers Card 7, Star Sports Cards Hobby and More, Rip 'em All, and Donna D. Then we also have Porter Johnson and Brendan Stahl as runner-ups in case we find that one of the winners either doesn't confirm or isn't a public subscriber. We'll allow you guys to have time to become public subscribers ahead of time before the break, but that was really the only requirement, is to be a public subscriber, and we'll have it set up where you can go to PayPal and pay $4.50 for the shipping. Is the only, the spots are free, teams, in the group break itself. I just thought I would have you guys chip in for the shipping. $4.50 is what it costs to send packages. So, other than that, we will see what you guys, oh yeah, and for the input on your top 10 teams, come back later into the comments of this video, once it's switched over to just a regular video with comments, and list your top 10 teams, because we're going to put the best teams in their own column. We'll have 15 teams in the good team column, and 15 teams in the lesser team column, so that everybody gets one from the good teams column and one from the other teams. Make it most fair to get at least one good team. Because I think I've seen it where, different breaks I've watched, if you randomize all 30 teams and you just randomly get 2 teams, you could literally get the 2 worst teams in the league. And that doesn't seem like that would be fun for that person. So I figured if we have everybody decide who those top 15 teams are together, we could put those in one column and everybody will at least get one good team from that column. And then we'll get one from the other team column. That seems the most fair and the most fun. And Shaw has graciously and generously offered to have me send over the Canadian winners' prizes so that he can, I'll separate it so that he knows, what goes to who, and he can send them from there, because I guess it's a lot cheaper for him. I was shocked to find what they want to charge me to send even just a small bubble mailer with one single pack in there. When we were doing the single pack giveaways, they wanted $14 to send a pack. And I was like, what? And in the past before that, it must have been a change that they had just had, because just the month before I had sent Sticks G a pack, cost me $2, or not even that. It was like $1.80 something. And I asked him, I said, well, what happened in this month? He goes, well, we've had changes in the pricing, and anything that's thicker than this, or if it's rigid, if you can't bend it, then it has to be a package no matter how thin it is. And I was like, what? And so then I kind of got around it. We did a rip and ship where I put the cards in, soft sleeves and put them in a team bag and wrapped it in paper and put it in a regular envelope so that it was just like a regular postage. And I was able to get around to doing it that way. But if you have a thicker, I don't know, I could probably do it that way, but I'd rather use the bubble mailers because that truly is the best way to send good cards. The way I like to do it is to put a top-loaded card on the bottom and a top-loaded card on the top with the other cards in between in soft sleeves, and then put that in a team bag so that they're all together with a rigid one on the outside so that it kind of protects everything in between, and then put that in the bubble mailer. That's usually the best way to do it. Catch up on the chat here real quick. Yeah, I think for Canadian, let's look at this. We got Donna D in Canada, Stix G, Rip 'em all. I think that's it. As far as I know, looking at this list. So it would just be those three. Right on. Jeff's close to the border. That's cool. That's going to save us some shipping on that. Right on, man. I appreciate it. Very cool. I'm going to have to blow my nose here. Pardon me, guys. I'm having a runny nose issue. There we go. Oh, yeah. In the live stream we did the other day, someone had asked what my favorite card was, and I had one handy that I could pull up that was just kind of off to the side here from a video that I had done a while back. I'd been meaning to put it back in its box, but I hadn't gotten around to it. And I actually had a few more that I had pulled out at that time. So I thought I would just go ahead and, while we're kicking it for a minute, show you the cards that I had. Actually, I think I had previewed these on a video once, where it was one where I was just kind of going over my own cards. But here was one that I pulled out of a pack. It was actually a box I bought of Topps, 2008, I believe it was. Here's it's 2008 Topps, and it was Super Bowl game used. You've received an authentic game used Super Bowl XL2, 52? End zone pylon relic card from Topps 2008 football. Numbered 42 out of 50. It's a little piece of the pylon, the end zone pylon. It's a Tom Brady end zone pylon game used. That was kind of a cool one. An RPA of Russell Wilson definitely makes it on the list of some of my favorite cards. It's numbered 5 out of 25, this one. So it's the gold parallel. Chunky patch. Rookie card. Autographed. Another good one. Here's a pull that we had earlier in the year in one of our Wednesday pack battles. It was from a Topps Heritage pack that I bought at the grocery store when they were selling single packs at the supermarkets. I used to pick up a couple each time because they would let you get 2 at a time. So whenever I happened to go in there to just get groceries, if they had packs, I'd grab a couple. And so I was able to put a bunch of those aside, and we used them in the pack battles. And that's where that pull came from. It's one of those real one autographs. That actually, I would say, was probably the best pull of the year for the channel. in an actual I paid $4 for the case it went into. Yeah, I really love that pull. That was probably the highlight of the channel for the summer. And here's a game used back card of Hank Aaron. I love this card. It was out of what was this? Certified Tribute Relic from Topps Tribute Baseball 2015. Hank Aaron. Numbered 18 out of 25 on that one. So I think it is one of the parallels. Game used back card on that one. And last one to profile here. It's a Russell Wilson, 2012 Topps Chrome X-Fractor rookie card in a PSA slab. I like this one. I've seen this in the card shows, and they're selling, I mean, I think the prices have dipped a little bit here recently, but a couple of months ago, like at the end of the summer, this card was going for $600 and in a 9. And I was like, whoa, hello. I didn't realize my card had gone up that much. So I was happy when I found that out. I actually have different cards that would make it into the top 5 if I was going to put up my favorite cards. Thinking just off the top of my head, a Peyton Manning patch that I have was a nice one that I would probably put up if I was picking my top 5 favorites. But these were just ones that I found from just one box that was handy. Some of my older memorabilia cards I have in a separate box that I'd have to go through to really, kind of pull out the best ones. That one comes to mind, though. I remember when I got that in like 2005 to 2010, somewhere in that range. The card was, I think the card is from like 2000 Upper Deck. So it wasn't his rookie year, but pretty close to it. I think it was like a third-year card of him with a game-used patch, multicolor. Really nice. That one would definitely, as far as like my favorite cards, had a couple of LeBron James rookies. They're raw, but probably might get a 9 out of at least one of them, I would think. Let's see where we're at with the chat. Oh, you raced at Petersboro Speedway? Right on. Heard of that? Yeah, I'll do that with separating them in their separate bags with names, Put little labels on them. Hey, Mr. Fisherbike. Awesome to see you here. I just found him recently. I had seen other people's VRs, and I was like, who is this Fisherbike? And I was like, how don't I know about him? So I finally found his channel and subbed up, I think just yesterday. And yeah, it's great to see you. That was a cool thing you had going there with everybody participating around the community. I was impressed with that. Mr. Fisherbike, right on. A good new friend of the channel. A little side note to this story with the Nolan Ryan autograph card. When I first pulled it in our pack battle, I called it out as a reprint. I was like, oh, this has got to be, this has got to be a reprint. And reason being, a couple weeks before that, I had opened up a pack of, I think it was just a flagship baseball, or it might have been update series from 2020. It was one of those. It was one of the packs that we had in the family pack battle, and in that one I pulled a Bo Bichette card that had a blue ink signature on it, and it was a reprint, and it looked like a real autograph, the Bo Bichette one. And so that one, I knew it was a reprint, but in my mind, when I seen this, I just assumed it was the same kind of thing. And so I was like, oh, too bad that wasn't real. And it wasn't until the video was over and I was looking at it closer, and I'm like, wait a minute. This says right on it in really, really fine print, certified autograph. And I was like, what the heck? So that's not a reprint, certified autograph. And sure enough, I mean, it it's the genuine article. And so it was kind of funny that I called it out as a reprint and then had to kind of make a clarification. The next day when I did our Throwback Thursday retro rip, I pulled out the card and I was like, check it out, guys. I misspoke. This is on card blue ink autograph. So that was like a rookie foible, you know, where I was like, oops, called it out as a reprint. Turns out it's real. That was a fun one to, it was a fun mistake to make, to realize I had a really, really expensive card. Thanks, Mr. Fisherbike. Yeah, those are a couple of my better PC baseball pulls that I had put away in the box of PC cards. And the Brady was just such a fun pull because it came out of a Topps box that I think I paid like $42 for or something. It was really cheap for the box, and it was right around Christmas. I went over to a buddy of mine's house who also collects, and much like we had done on previous Christmas Eves, I'd bring a box with me, and he would have a box that he bought ahead of time, and we would do a Christmas Eve rip. And that was an occasion where I ripped open a Topps flagship Topps football, and one of my best pulls ever, you know, on a Christmas Eve rip out of a cheap box. I love it when that kind of thing happens. Yeah, I do like the 72 design too. That was a good one to use for. Well, I guess they just go year by year, don't they? Like next year it'll be 73. As far as I know, I think they're just kind of going year after year. I could be wrong on that. Someone could let me know if that's incorrect. I think I'd heard that somewhere, where that's just the way they've been doing it. I hadn't opened every year, so I don't know if that's in fact how they do. All right, well, have a good night, Mr. Fisherbike. We're going to go ahead and probably close this up, guys. Appreciate everybody who's come in and been a part of this. It's been a lot of fun. We'll see you again for our regular scheduled content throughout the week. Have a good night, everybody, and we will see you again soon. Happy holidays, and God bless. You guys take care. Rose City Sports Cards, signing out for now.